It is time now for Better Money, and it seems that we're often bombarded with information, people's opinions or experts telling us what to do. So what should we focus on when making financial decisions? Joel Johnson is a certified financial planner and managing partner at Johnson-Brunetti. He is sharing helpful information with us. Thank you so much for being with us.
It's great to be back, Kara.
Yeah, there's a lot of noise out there, and that's really your first tip, is to avoid the noise when making financial decisions. But it's hard to do because even just opening up the internet, there's all these articles on what you should be doing.
It's really hard to do. We've got all the information right there on our phone, right? And then the news, so many more news channels. And then, of course, there's the opinions that we get from friends and so on. So one of the things we tell people is try to shut some of that off. Make sure that you have a financial plan and you can rely on that plan, because then you can filter everything that you hear through that plan. Most of the things we hear out there are not things that we should act on.
Okay, so focus on what you can control is your first word of wisdom.
Right, and this is a big one, right? We can't control the politicians and what they're going to do down in Washington, D.C. Can't control the global trade situation. A lot of these things, obviously we have influence through elections and so on, but we just can't control them. And this can create a lot of anxiety in people, again, especially because news is so in our face these days that people want to react, and we can't control a lot of those things. So focus on the things you can control, how much money you're saving, how you're invested, and so on.
Okay, and you don't want to make decisions based on anxiety, fear, or urgency. You don't really want to make decisions anytime you're feeling those things about anything.
Yeah, and I read a book a little while back by a psychologist, and he was maintaining that probably 80% of the decisions that people make, the big decisions people make in life, are based on fear. Well, this will really hurt your retirement. This will hurt your investments. So as hard as it is, try to block some of that out. Try to block a lot of the emotions out of investing, because that's our biggest enemy to being an investor, being a successful investor, is acting on those emotions.
Like, okay, the market's telling me I'm going to pull everything out.
Right, or the market's way up, darn it, I missed out, I'm going to buy now.
Okay, right. So they also, you want us to understand that your situation is unique. So really you don't want to be listening to the guy down the street, as smart as he may be, because he has a different situation.
Different situation. We don't want to be walking through the grocery store, picking up those magazines that give all kinds of financial advice and changing our situation based on that. Everybody's situation is totally unique. Nobody should collect Social Security at everybody shouldn't collect Social Security exactly the same time. Everybody shouldn't be invested the same way. Everyone's situation is unique. They need a unique plan.
So you want to understand your investments. So whatever you have going on, even if it's just your 401k, you want to understand that.
Right. Understand how it works. Understand not only the internal investment choices that you have, but also how flexible is it when you go to take money out of it, or roll the money over, or change your beneficiaries. Understand the basics of it. It can be simple. It seems overwhelming to a lot of folks, but it can be very, very simple.
All right, so for more information to make sure you're on the right track, you can visit bettermoneytv.com, and that is where you can find Joel and his team. And also, you can ask any question you want, and your team always answers.
We love to answer every single email we get, so send the emails.
All righty, thank you so much, Joel.
Thanks, Kara.
That's Better Money.